to the May edition of our Rooster Booster Breakfast presented by the Greater Owensboro Chamber of Commerce. Chad here with you this morning at 600 Frederica Street at the EM4 office with my new friend. This is Susan Jewell. Good morning.
Good morning, Chad.
By the way, this friendly face is the first person you will see when you walk in the doors at EM4, first person I saw today. And, okay, you were telling me, and I want you to share with them, how long have you been here?
Since June of 1983.
1983, y'all. I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson's Beat It was the #1 song of the year that year. Just throwing that out there. And what's really funny, when I asked Susan how long she had been here, she said, I have to look it up. she accessed her employee record to look that up. That's amazing, though. Really, you've been here for a long time and you've seen lots of changes.
Yes, I have.
And so what about this change?
At first, I was hesitant.
Oh, I love when the truth comes out. This is great.
But I love it.
Yeah, what a great building. A great location in town. This is awesome. Now, Susan, I have to ask you because I noticed this too. You all have actually the office has been closed down for much of the pandemic,
yes.
Right? And so you've sort of been here alone.
Yes.
Well, ish. I say she's been here alone. Can we look over to my right? The friend that she has made. Could you tell us about Wilson the volleyball?
One afternoon, a coworker called to check on me, and I told her I felt like I was Tom Hanks in that movie Castaway. And as we were talking, she was ordering, and Wilson showed up the next day.
And so he's been with you ever since.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yes.
What a wonderful love story to kick off this Rooster Booster. All right, to get us started, like we do each and every Rooster Booster breakfast, we have our invocation and our Pledge of Allegiance. And presenting that this morning, we have members of the Fraternal Order of Police, and doing this today in honor of our dear friend Shartez McHenry, and also in honor of National Peace Officers Memorial Day, which is coming up on May 15th. So, Fraternal Order of the Police, take it away. I'm going to put this right here, so I'm official. So I have my own name tag like Susan does. Okay, I'm going to need one of those because this is clearly not working.
Let us pray. Lord, we ask that you bless this town, this community, our law enforcement community, our families, and everyone that's gathered here today in this wonderful month of May that you have provided for us as we come into Police Memorial. We ask that you bless our families, you bless the job that we do, and in your word it said, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall see God. We thank you for all these blessings, your protection on us. In Jesus' name, for his sake we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
A big thank you to the Fraternal Order of Police for being with us this morning, and a big thank you to you, Clay Ford here, and this, by the way, this new facility, or newish, it's awesome.
Thank you, Chad.
It looks so good. We spent some time with Susan up front, of course, and now we're in another part of the lobby, and what I want you to do, because this is incredible, I want you to take us on a tour here of the Ford family.
All right. Thanks, Chad. This is my great-grandfather, E.M. Ernest Milton. He's the one who founded the business, and obviously that's an Aaron Kaiser that we're very proud of. And then these two guys over here, my grandfather Wendell and my great-uncle Rayburn, they were brothers. Those were painted by one of our high school students, Austin Sovar, in our Ford Center program. So real proud of those. And then we've got, family members here. That's the 4 generations that were involved in the business. E.M. and Wendell and Rayburn, and then my father Steve and Rick, and then my brothers and I, and our kids. So we're very proud of that. We are proud to be part of this today and sponsoring May's Rooster Booster. We're thankful to the Chamber for all that they do for our community, but especially for small business members that they have. We're excited to be highlighting them today. And I'm glad you're going to get to see a little bit of our building and meet our team. We could not do it without them, so we're real thankful.
We're definitely going to take a tour, and can I just say, if I was Susan and I worked maybe 15 feet from the waterfalls over here, I'd be curled up on this 7 out of the 8 hours of my workday. Just throwing that out there. Thanks for having us, buddy.
Thanks, Ted.
So glad to be here. And right now, speaking of small businesses, we're going to recognize our brand new chamber members. So take it away, Hannah Thurman.
Grace Christian Academy is a private, non-denominational high school that seeks to equip students with a spiritually and academically solid Christian worldview. GCA provides a thorough traditional education while using contemporary means and methods in the classroom. The school's qualified faculty are highly motivated to train and prepare students for academic pursuits and future careers. Grace Christian Academy desires to impact the Owensboro community for the glory of God. Welcome to the Chamber, Grace Christian Academy. Images Day Spa, where you are always welcomed with a friendly greeting with a twist of Southern hospitality, is located in Hartford, Kentucky. Their clientele base ranges from ages 1 to 99. They truly have something for everyone. Their spa stylists are very diverse in their areas of expertise, and they offer a wide range of services you might expect only in larger cities. Relax and refresh, leaving feeling rejuvenated. Welcome to the Chamber, Images Day Spa. Jerry Ray Davis Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, formerly known as Steve Jones Chrysler, is located in downtown Owensboro. Jerry Ray, his wife Kim Williams, and their son Joseph Thomas made the decision a little over a year ago to move back home to be near family and friends. Kim and Jerry wanted to raise Joseph in Kim's hometown of Owensboro, which just happens to be only a stone's throw from where Jerry grew up in Madisonville. Jerry Ray Davis Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram wants to make sure that everyone knows that they are friends and family to the Jerry Ray Davis team. Their sales and service departments deliver wow moments, and with every car sold, they will give back $50 to Owensboro's children. As proud supporters of CASA, with efforts to bring attention to eliminating child abuse, they are dedicated to making the Owensboro community a better place for everyone, one car at a time. Welcome to the Chamber, Jerry Ray Davis Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Convenient and quality preventive vehicle maintenance has arrived in Owensboro with the opening of a new Jiffy Lube Multi-Care Service Center. The new location, which is owned and operated by Jiffy Lube franchisee Stonebriar Auto Services LLC, offers a wide range of automotive services including tires, brakes, battery service, and windshield wiper replacement, as well as the Jiffy Lube Signature Service oil change. Located at 2990 Hayden Road in Owensboro off of Highway 54, Jiffy Lube is open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. No appointment necessary. Welcome to the Chamber, Jiffy Lube. Established in 1963, Lark Electric LLC is one of the fastest growing electrical design build companies in the state. Lark serves customers in Kentucky, Ohio, Tennessee, and Indiana. Lark specializes in commercial, industrial, and institutional electrical contracting. Lark keeps technicians on call to serve the residential market as well. Their divisions include electrical contracting, utilities, data infrastructure, excavation, CCTV, access controls, fire alarm, and medium voltage installation. All staff is required to complete OSHA 10 certification to enter job sites. Welcome to the Chamber, Lark Electric.
Hannah, thanks a bunch, and a big welcome to our brand new Chamber members. Okay, can I just tell you right now, we're on the second floor of EM Ford here in downtown Owensboro, and I could actually take this off because I'm sitting at one end of what is a conference room table that's about the size of 2 football fields. And at the other end, it's Summer!
Hey!
Hey, Summer!
Hey down there.
Summer Dunaway, by the way, is the Director of Marketing and Branding here at EM Ford. By the way, I've been in many conference rooms in this town, and this one may be the best. This is awesome. This view is great.
It is a really great view. It's a really great view of the rain today, but it is really nice to look down and see all the beautiful buildings and see the hustle and bustle of the end of Frederica.
So let's talk about EM Ford, and obviously, I mean, people are more than welcome to come down and visit this incredible new office. But you all are online, of course, and all over social media.
We sure are. We are on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. We have a really great website. We try to be informational, and we also try to be entertaining. I update a blog every couple of weeks, so definitely check it out. If there's anything you've been wondering about different aspects of insurance, I can promise you the answer is probably there, and if it's not, let me know and we will get it to you.
So here's what we're going to do now, because obviously EM Ford is our official sponsor of this Rooster Booster Breakfast, and we need to get Neil, because Neil's got to chat with the people. So hang on one second. I'm going to do this, because I'm going to go down to the conference room table, and Summer can teach me how to use this intercom system. Okay, how do I page Neil?
That's a really great question.
I asked the Director of Marketing an IT question.
I get asked those questions often, but we normally use this for conference calls.
Oh, I can't page him on that?
No.
Well, let's call him.
But we can ask Susan.
Oh, okay, we're having to call Susan. This is so funny. Let's call Susan. She's not expecting us. Okay.
I really have no idea.
just go out the door and just scream Neil's name. Neil!
That's really the best option.
I love it. Neil, you're out!
Good morning, Rooster Booster. My name is Neil Ford with EM Ford. Just want to take this opportunity to thank you all for allowing us to be a sponsor of Rooster Booster once again. You know, this has been a difficult time for our community, but our community has adapted, we've changed, we have innovated, and we have rallied around each other to make sure we are stronger coming out of this. We've had to do some of the same things at EM Ford, but one thing has stayed the same. We are here to help our families, the individuals, and the businesses we serve. You know, we can't thank our clients and the community enough for your support. Our team members, though, are what makes us go. And we can't thank them enough for all of the hard work they have put in, not only through this last year and a half, but just throughout their years of service. So we want to thank them. But before we go introduce a number of them, we do want to say thank you to the Chamber once again for allowing us to sponsor this morning. And thank you for all you've done and continue to do for our business community. So let's roll the clip.
Hi, my name is Larry Hayden.
Hi, my name is Summer Dunaway.
Rice Hayden.
My name's Michelle Love.
Ryan McDaniel.
Tina Taylor.
My name is Sarah McDonald and I am an account manager.
I'm a financial planner at EM Ford.
I am the Director of Marketing and Branding.
I am a commercial lines advisor.
I do remarketing and new business.
I'm the EM Ford personal lines manager here at the agency.
I have been a commercial insurance agent for 28 years.
So I help people with their auto, home, and life insurance on a daily basis, help them manage their cost and their coverages.
I oversee our digital marketing efforts from social media, advertising opportunities.
So I help people save for those big life items, retirement, college, and save towards any financial goal of theirs.
So I work with some large accounts and help them manage their risk and find solutions to solve any of their insurance problems.
And I work really closely with our advisors to continuously strategize ways to ensure that we're serving our clients to the best of our ability.
It's rewarding in the fact that you get to change family trees.
I love my job because I just love helping people.
I love my job here at EM Ford because it's more process oriented.
And one of those is, working with a great team here at EM Ford, and all my accounts that I work with, I've really, have a personal friendship with a lot of them, and it brings a lot of satisfaction.
I love my job because it allows me to be creative in a very supportive environment.
The team environment that we have created.
EM Ford's a great place to work. I'm helping people every day.
If I can save them money and give them good policy, then it's been a good day.
I love to do anything that makes us better as an organization and allows us to continue to serve our people to the best of our ability, whether that be our clients or our community.
I love Owensboro because it's a small town. I've been here all my life, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
This city delivers a sense of community that's unlike anywhere else I've ever lived.
It's a great place to live, great place to raise kids, and it seems like there's always something going on.
It's such a family-oriented community, and it's grown so much.
It's a small town, but not too small, and everybody's friendly here. It's a beautiful town, and I don't know, I've lived here for 20 years, and I love it.
I love my community because I grew up here, and there's just something in the water in this town that makes you magnetically come back to this place. It's a beautiful place, and I love being engaged with the community.
I love Owensboro because I feel that the city has a lot to offer, and it's a great place to raise a family.
So we continue our Rooster Booster breakfast. I am here with somebody you may recognize from the EM Ford video. This is Tina Taylor. Good morning.
Good morning.
So remind folks, I know they saw the video, but remind everybody what you do here.
So I do remarketing, and I'm a producer. I do new business as well.
New business, and if folks are interested and want to get a hold of you, what do they need to do?
They need to call our office. Do you want the phone number?
Yeah, hello, yes. You got ears out there.
It's 270-926-2806.
By the way, you can find that phone number on Tina's handy dandy business card, or better yet,
You can go to our website as well.
look at you. You're checking off all the boxes. What a professional. No wonder they wanted you in this video. Can we get a timeout though? So I love this standard business card, right? Can we show them what's over here on Tina's desk? I mean, she has like business postcards. Look at this.
That is what they are.
Pick one up. Let's see this thing.
They are postcards.
That's awesome. Oh, hey, by the way, she also has some cherry blossom lotion. I'm going to steal some of this real quick. My hands are a little dry today. Okay. Oh, you know what? We're getting ready for the chamber update, but you and I have some business to do, okay?
Okay.
That smells really good. You didn't mind that I just raided your desk.
Oh, go
right?
ahead. Help
Good.
yourself.
So this is awesome. It is time for our Ambassador of the Month. I feel like we should sort of have like a little miniature Oscar ceremony. You ready for that?
I'm ready.
Okay. So I'm going to hand over the official envelope to you for the May Ambassador of the Month, and I will have you announce the winner.
All right. So, drum roll.
It's not a drum, wait.
The May Ambassador of the Month is Justin Merritt with Advanced Center for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
See? Professional right here. Tina, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chad.
And now, as promised, it is time for our chamber update for the month of May. And with that, our president and CEO of the Greater Owensboro Chamber of Commerce, Candace Brake.
Good morning and welcome to our May Rooster Booster. And we're so excited about our program today where we're celebrating the small businesses in our community and the resilience that our small business community has shown over the past years. This year has been one we've really seen the best come out in so many of our local business leaders in this community. And we're so happy to be with you today to celebrate those men and women who keep things moving forward here. We have a busy month here at the Chamber, and I want to start off by letting you know that at 10 o'clock today, we will host a webinar with Jamie Johnson. She's our local business coach with the Kentucky Small Business Development Center. And she's going to be with us today to talk about how to apply for SBA's Restaurant Revitalization Fund. So if you own a restaurant, a bar, distillery, food truck, or any other food or beverage serving establishment, please take advantage of this funding opportunity. We know that how hard you all have been hit this past year, and it's really important that, that you are able to access the help that's out there for you. We want to congratulate Sarah Hemingway. She was the recipient of the 2021 Athena Award. We're so proud of Sarah. The Young Foundation does so much great work in the community. And we're also always proud to partner with Girls Incorporated to support their mission. And they are strong, smart, and bold. And our hearts go out to them and all that they have done over this past year as well. We want to give a warm welcome to a couple of familiar faces that are in new positions here in Owensboro. First, congratulations and welcome to Tristan Durbin. Tristan was named the director of our Owensboro-Davis County Regional Airport, and we're so excited about Tristan taking the helm there, and we look forward to serving the community with him this year. We also want to welcome Brad Davis as the new Director of Economic Development for our EDC, our sister organization that's upstairs in the Commerce Center. These organizations are so closely partnered, and we share that mission to build our community and move our community forward, and we are really looking forward to working with Brad. Last month, we had a ribbon cutting at Murphy Excavating. We celebrated their new location at 2601 West 4th, and then we're going to have two ribbon cuttings coming up. First, Thursday, May the 20th, we'll have a ribbon cutting at First United Bank and Trust at 3012 West Parish. And then on Friday, May the 21st at 12:15, we're going to have a ribbon cutting at the brand new Jiffy Lube Multi-Care located at 2990 Hayden Road. We invite everybody to join us and welcome these businesses to our community and our chamber. Bring business cards, good way to meet people and network. Our next Chamber Ambassador meeting will be next Wednesday, May the 12th. And Leadership Owensboro class will get together on May the 20th for Justice Day. As you all probably know, last month we hosted a COVID-19 vaccine webinar with Clay Horton of the Health Department and Dr. Michael Kelly from Owensboro Health. If you have any vaccine-related questions, maybe vaccine hesitancy, we encourage you to go ahead and take advantage of watching that webinar on our website. Just really important to get the facts and to move forward by getting your vaccination so that our community can continue to open up, and so we can have events like Rooster Booster together again very soon. We look forward to that. Lastly, don't forget to check out the May Chamber Matters. We have our renewals in there. It shows all of our new members from last month as well. These are businesses that they're contributing back to the community. They believe in something bigger than themselves, and they're putting their efforts and their talent and resources into to growing Greater Owensboro. So that we ask that you look at that list and to do business with those members. We hope you enjoy the program, and remember, everyone, always shop local and do your best to support our chamber members as they support our community.
Candace, thanks a bunch. And right now, I'm in the EM Ford office. I am an imposter. I am pretending to be Summer Sharp, who normally sits at this desk, but I have taken over this morning. So hello, and welcome to Rooster Booster. I'm Summer Sharp. And I'm sitting next to, okay, let me see if I can get this right. The Executive Vice President of Account Management. Did I get that right?
That is correct.
Okay. So she paid me to say that, okay. This is Karen Russell. And, okay, so clearly, Karen, UK fan.
Absolutely.
Love the mask.
Thank you.
Even though I'm a U of L grad, but. Did you see that? Can you believe the nerve? Tell everybody what you do here.
Okay, for starters, just so I don't get into trouble, I'm an account manager. I'm not the executive VP of anything here, but I love what I do. I work with, Summer and I have different books of business. We have a lot of clients that we work with. So we manage the health benefits, dental, vision, all sorts of benefits for our clients so that they have a benefit package to offer their employees, and one that is also financially responsible to the business.
So let's talk about you for a second. How long have you been with EM Ford?
I have been with EM Ford about a year and a half.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And so what do you think of the new
I love
office?
it.
Isn't it great?
I love it.
And I love Summer's desk. Can I just tell y'all right now that I don't know where she is, but she can just stay there for a while because I'm pretty comfy in this chair. Thanks for being with us this morning. Thanks for having
You're
us.
welcome. You can't sit there for long because I can't sit that close to a U of L fan. Very long.
Okay, we're going to be friends. I can feel it. Right now, we have a really, really special program for you all this morning. And we have a symposium, if you will, on small businesses and how they are rebounding from the COVID-19 pandemic. You all know, I mean, you're business owners, you work here in town and around the area, and you know what the last 14 months have been like, right? So we've assembled an amazing panel this morning, and to introduce the panelists, we have our moderator, the president of the Malcolm Bryant Corporation, Madison Silvert.
So good morning and welcome to our May Rooster Booster, and happy National Small Business Month to all of our small business employees, managers, and owners through our community. Our May program, we are celebrating those very people and the resilience of our small business community here in Greater Owensboro. You all have been the foundation of our economy since the beginning of our community. You are the people who get up every morning to go out there and to make your dreams come true. And at the same time, you're putting bread on the table for families, and you're each providing something unique and special to our community. Last year was an incredible year for most of us. And here at the Chamber, we watched you all dig deep and innovate and get through something I hope we never have to experience again. But to be able to experience it with each and every one of you was an honor, a professional honor for our team that we will never forget. So thank you for being here today. And I want to thank Madison Silvert for agreeing to moderate this esteemed panel so we can talk about some issues that are important to our community and to hear from the men and the women that are making things happen here. Madison, thank you, and I'll hand it over to you now.
Thanks, Candace. What a year. And we've got a great panel today to be able to talk about resiliency and how we made it through. What things are like for us, what's changed, what hasn't changed, and how we're better a year later. We have with us Armando Ortiz, the owner of Real Hacienda Mexican Restaurant. Natasha Stanley, the owner of Bella Ragazza Boutique, Jason Tanner, owner of Tanner West and Tanner Publishing, Sally Ward, owner of Welburn's Floral and Events, Matt Weafer, owner of Nico's Bakery, Suzanne Cecil White, owner of Cecil Farms Produce and White Chateau, Jigna Patel Wilson, owner of Wilson's Family Pharmacy, and Jessica Woods, the owner of Byron and Barkley. We are so fortunate to be able to talk to really a varied group of small business owners to discuss really how we made it through and what it was like. And I certainly have my own war stories to tell, and we could go on for hours about that, but I want to hear from you. So why don't we begin with Armando. Armando, tell me just a little bit about your business and what you do.
Well, basically, this is a Mexican restaurant. We specialize on side of the border food, and we just try to provide a service to our community, and that's basically what we do. And we are here to be glad to be part of the community.
And Armando doesn't know this, but he's practically raised my children. There are probably a lot of families that could say that, but thanks, Armando. Natasha, tell us a little bit about Bella Ragazza.
Bella Ragazza is a women's clothing boutique. We sell clothing, accessories, shoes, and our mission statement is to build the confidence of women.
Awesome, thank you. Jason, tell us about Tanner West and Tanner Publishing.
Sure. Tanner West is an advertising and design agency. Tanner Publishing is a publication company where we make magazines like Owensboro Living and Owensboro Parent, and then Owensboro Times, which is daily news for Owensboro.
Thanks, Jason. When we realized that we were going to be living on Zoom, we adopted "What if we lived in our stationery?" and Jason designed this. So thanks so much. Sally, tell us about Welburn's Floral and Events.
Well, we are honored to have served the community for over 60 years. My grandmother started the business in 1958. I'm the third generation to run the business. We feel like we have the honor of being with people during the best times, sometimes in the worst times of their lives, doing everything from weddings, special events, and funerals. And every day, congratulations for new babies, Mother's Day this weekend. So we stay busy year round doing flowers and events, and have the honor also working with a lot of great people in our community on a weekly basis doing those type things. So, and I want to say a big thank you to Candace during this past year, because I couldn't have made it without her and the text and the phone calls and her support. So thank you, Candace, very, very much.
Thanks, Sally. Matt, Nico's Bakery.
There you go. Hey, so we're fine dining, made from scratch bakery. We do croissants, sourdough, macarons. We do desserts, breakfast and lunch, and take and bake dinners. And we try to be everything from breakfast to coffee to get you going, snack through the day, or just an escape to come and indulge in something through the week. So,
well, between Armando and Matt, I know where my pandemic 15 came from. So thank you both. Suzanne, Cecil Farms Produce in White Chateau.
Yeah, so Cecil Farms Produce, we obviously specialize in fresh fruits and vegetables and produce, but also your spring flowers in the greenhouse and our farm stand. And our whole vision is great relationships and healthy food. And so we also kind of more into relationships with the White Chateau with our events, a lot of weddings, but showers and parties, and most recently a very large and successful spring market that really connects the whole community and lots of small businesses.
Thanks, Suzanne. Jigna, tell us about Wilson's Family Pharmacy.
So we're a small independent pharmacy. We started about 6 years ago now, and thanks to the chamber and everybody in Owensboro, they've supported us. So we've been doing everything from filling, counting prescriptions to immunizations, COVID vaccines included, and ups and downs of healthcare. So we're very grateful to be part of this community as well and service them.
Awesome. We're so glad to have you. Jessica, Byron and Barclay.
My husband and I own Byron and Barclay, and we are a haberdashery, we like to say, that has a mix of men's and women's clothing. We have vintage finds and gifts.
I love the word haberdashery. We need more fancy words like that. So we've all got our stories about the impact that COVID-19 has had on us, on our business. What's the biggest challenge you've had to overcome? Jason, let me start with you. What's the biggest challenge you've had to overcome?
When COVID hit, we actually had a crew that was working in Spain, and we had plans to spend all last year working nationally and internationally, doing some video work, and all of that came to a halt. Actually, we weren't even sure if he was going to make it back home before the airports closed. So between that and the video world that we have, and then with publications, because you guys were closed, there was no place to put our magazines. And so between those two things, it was really, really challenging for us.
Yeah, how'd you overcome that? I mean, how'd you realign in that kind of situation?
I mean, some of it was just, we kind of were just blessed. We got lucky on a couple things. For our video work, we had just completed the construction of our studio here in Owensboro. And, we had this mindset that we weren't going to operate from like a scarcity mindset. We were going to operate as if we had everything that we needed and jobs were coming in. And what that translated to was, if somebody needed help, we were going to help them. Even if they didn't have any money for us to help them, we were just going to go do it. We have the people, we have the equipment, so let's just go help people. And our studio here, we did dozens and dozens of free shoots for people, local businesses that needed help getting the word out. We just offered our space, we offered our time and our talent, and just brought people in to do that. And one of the most exciting things that happened over the course of that was, I got a call from Chris Joslin at the Bluegrass Hall of Fame and Museum, and he said, "Hey, can I borrow a light?" And I was like, "Sure." And I didn't know Chris very well at the time. I was like, "Sure, you can borrow a light, no problem. But what are you doing?" And he said, "Well, we're trying to film virtual tours of the museum." And I was like, "Well, let us just come do it for you." And he's like, "Well, we don't have the money." And I was like, "No, let's just do it for you. We've got the time. We're not doing anything else. Let's come down there and we'll work together on it." And during that period of filming these with him, he and I got into some really great conversations about the future of what he was trying to accomplish, what we were trying to do. And it literally was just a couple of weeks later, after these great conversations, that an opportunity presented itself. And we actually launched a partnership in a brand new, actually not a brand new publication, but a new publication for us, because of just him reaching out and us being willing to help out any way we could. And so we're seeing success just from being willing to do that.
That's great. Who else has a good story about the big impact that COVID-19 had on your business and how you overcame it?
Well, I'll say my event venue was 1 year old, and I was just feeling like we've got this, it's taken off. And then it was shut down for 2.5 months and canceled all the events. And so that hurt me for a moment. And then you have to mentally coach yourself as small business owners. It's constantly every day coaching yourself to keep going, whatever's thrown at you. And so I just told myself, okay, focus on what's right in front of you right now, and what's right in front of you. And it was spring. And so it was, okay, Cecil Farms produce. That's what I can focus on right now, and not worry about the venue and the events. And so I just started paying attention to other people too. And like Jason, who could I help? And there was a local FFA who had a greenhouse full of plants, and they were not allowed to sell them due to the COVID restrictions. They weren't going to be allowed. And so without even thinking, I went and bought the whole greenhouse of plants. And not knowing what I gonna do, but I was like, I'll take them all. Let's get them, I'll buy them so that that program doesn't suffer. And hopefully I'll sell them. And that turned into a massive amount of success for us for that moment in the spring without me planning that or expecting that. But what it led to more largely is it showed me my potential. And so this spring, what we've done at our greenhouse and at our farm, we've kind of just exploded on that, because that gave me a glimpse of potential that I couldn't see in myself for facing this uncertainty. And but it all came from me just giving my heart and wanting to help them, not see them fail, and not worried about whether I was going to fail. And ultimately, God takes care of us.
Yeah, I mean, just being open to new opportunities, I think we're all forced to during that period. And back in May, I remember thinking one day, if I have to hear the word pivot one more time, I'm not going to make it through this day. But the fact of the matter is, many of us had to pivot in what we were doing in some way, and that's what helps us get over these difficulties, finding new opportunities. Who pivoted into something completely new, either a new way that you were doing business or a new line of business? Yeah, Sally, tell us about that.
Completely going out of my comfort zone, and I leaned on a lot of friends to do it. But I mean, we did online classes and did wreath classes and filmed them and made, put all the product together, delivered it to people's houses, to their doorsteps, and then did online classes. And we came up with kid kits, that we cut up so we could deliver to people's houses so kids could have stuff to do. I think all of us went into somewhat of a survival mode. And within that survival mode, it made us go into situations we weren't necessarily comfortable with, but we also learned a lot about ourselves during that time and our resiliency. And for me, watching my employees step up too and putting them in different positions. One of my guys that's been with me for 15 years, who's always done events, has become like my best delivery driver during that time. Everybody had to, as you say, pivot into a different spot within the company. And it was just amazing to see the love and support of everybody within the company too. So I'm just so grateful,
Did anybody start doing something that they weren't doing before, that they said, I will always do that now? It's a great line of business. Why didn't I do? Matt, what did you do differently?
So the first thing we had to do is ask our customers what they wanted. And the biggest issue we were seeing was a lack of product in the grocery store. They couldn't get meat. They couldn't get steaks or burgers. And then at the same time, some of the local distributors, because restaurants shut down, were sitting on crates and crates of steaks and burgers. So we teamed up with them and pretty much opened a butcher shop inside of our bakery. And we still sell, we're not moving as much, but we're still selling burgers and taking bake packs and meal kits and things like that. And then we added as well dinner entrees, family entrees. It's something we had always wanted to do, but hadn't yet. We had only focused on desserts and sandwiches, but now we have a whole line of take and bake and hot and ready dinner entrees and things like that. And that's been huge. People have loved that and been very receptive to it. So, and we've just been blown away from the beginning, from the very first day of the community outreach. People just kept showing up, and they were so thankful for us being open, because so many restaurants, unfortunately, were forced to close. We were blessed enough to have a drive-through, be able to stay open and easily adapt to the situation. But people every day, they just kept showing up and more and accepting and appreciative of anything new we tried, from the meat to even some of the local farmers market people. We added some of their produce and whatever we could come up with that they were looking for, we were throwing it in, and just blown away by the support, really.
That's great. Who else started something new that they think they'll never? Yeah, Natasha.
So we have a website, and it was kind of more of a low revenue part of from our brick and mortar business. And we pushed everything to the website after, once we were closed. I mean, that was definitely, I found anything and everything in the store that was not photographed and put it on our website, let our customers know about it. We started doing same day delivery. I told people Amazon can eat their heart out. We were there with, so fast we could get something to your door if you needed a gift. We also started doing live videos. That was something that I didn't think I was ever going to want to do, but it turned into, we cannot not do it now. We love it. Our customers love it. It feels like we're shopping with people virtually instead of them just going onto the site, finding it. We try stuff on and interact with people. We do that every week, and I'll never stop doing that. I would love to do them more than just once a week. Honestly, it's just changed our business completely. I told my husband, like when I first met him, I was like, there's no plan B for me. This is my job, and it was the only thing I can do. So I had a business mentor tell me, something can either happen to you or happen for you. And we definitely got creative and let this pandemic happen for us and came out way ahead.
That's awesome. Any other stories of kind of new techniques or things that you started doing that you're like, why wasn't I doing this before?
Well, I'm gonna, same as Natasha, I never imagined putting ferns and hanging baskets and every plant in my greenhouse online. But in those first 2 weeks, I figured out how to create that website, and like her, took a picture of every single plant in our greenhouse and had it online and had people ordering it. And I never would have done it. I wouldn't have imagined it, and I wouldn't have taken the time to do it, but I was forced to do it. And what that did for us, now that we're just throwing everything online, anything new that comes along on the farm, and that gave us 12 months a year of keeping the farm going versus 6-month growing season. Now, whatever we have to offer, we're pushing it every month of the year now, and it has. And I'll go with too, every small business that put their face out there, you had to connect, you had to be more present on video. And we took our customers into my home for the farm, into my kitchen. And because we had to find a way, our whole business is based on connection and relationships at the end of the day. And so we had to find a way to truly still connect relationally, even if we weren't going to see them in person.
Tigna, how did you all pivot?
I guess my business is opposite, right? So we're essential workers. So we were open the whole entire time. So my challenge was, well, how do we keep our employees safe? And we don't have a drive-through. So we're the only pharmacy, I guess, that doesn't have a drive-through, and due to our location. And so we're like, okay, so we're doing curbside. And so now here I am challenged with all the PPE and all the equipment that wasn't available at the time to be open and fill prescriptions for everybody and still keep going. So everybody in the beginning were like, what do we do? What do we do? How do we stay safe? And so we were just, so I was, as a pharmacist, it was a challenge, not only as a small business owner and a healthcare community member and mom and a daughter and, a wife in the community. It was just, everybody's calling me. What do I do? What do I take? How can I prevent this? What do I do besides just a mask? And so we figured out a lot of the over-the-counter vitamins and things. I'm so grateful for a small business to where they decided to, say, okay, we're going to support her. We're going to support her business. We're going to support the community members and keep them healthy as possible. And so I appreciate my employees, and they still this day, they still walk into the door every single day. And the resilient community that we have, I'm noticing everybody's helping each other, and Owensboro is a great community. I'm grateful to be a part of and very blessed.
Thanks, Jigna. I think that's something that we all share about how Owensboro has really solidified during this time to helping each other out. Armando, how have you seen the community come out for Real Hacienda?
Well, when they announced it back in March, that everything's going to shut down on March 16, you already start on survival mode and how this is going to happen, because you don't know what is coming to. You can't have a lot of ideas, but you really don't know what's going to happen. There was not a lot of information, so what we did is we switched from serving 95% of our food sales dining. Everything went to 100% to carry out, and like most of the restaurants and then we were able to to be open and be able to have businesses. We are so blessed for that, because a lot of people, even restaurants, they were not able to have business. They were open, but they were not drawing sales or people coming to buy. So we just just switch from like a regular China to all disposable plates, and start to figure out more calendars and let the people work enough hours for them to make enough income to survive and all this stuff. So basically what we did is just the necessity is the mother of all the invention. So your mind start blowing and start getting ideas. What should I do? And one of those things is just, I say, well, we should keep doing what we're doing on the limp mode, if you can call it like that. And how can we be part of activities? Although Owensboro, it's a mid-sized community, there was not a lot of people that was really shut down completely like another cities. So there was still movement, a lot of traffic, a lot of people, visiting essential businesses, grocery stores, and things like that. So we just decided, you know what, let's survive this. How we want to do it? Let's figure it out. And I'm just, I've been here for 25 years here in Owensboro, and I'm so blessed for it. My family's from here. My wife is from here. My children are raising here. So it's just part of the big community came together like never before, never thought about it. And I think that's why we are here, because we pull all together toward the same direction.
We've all had these moments throughout the past year where we've said, I don't know how, but I'm going to figure it out. For us, I spent years as a small business advisor telling people, you are spending so much time working in your business. You need to work on your business. You got to set some time aside every week to think about how your business can be more competitive. And it's so funny because Malcolm will tell you with our company, a 40-year history of him answering the phone and saying, sure, yes, ma'am. And what else do you want? And that was our strategy. And we spent this time really saying, okay, how do we better strategize? How do we better manage our people? How do we better position ourselves for the future? And really sticking to that. Who took time over the past year to really evaluate your business holistically and say, how are we going to be more competitive in the future? How am I going to use this time wisely? Who took that time? Yeah, Natasha.
Yeah, it definitely forced me. Like I love being in my business. Talking with my customers is by far the biggest perk of the business, but it really forced me to look at numbers I have never looked at before or looked at in a certain way. And my whole routine has changed. My daily routine, my weekly, my monthly, everything is different. I've set goals for myself that I never thought I could reach. And we're just doing it. I mean, it definitely changes everything when you really have to sit back, pause, be the CEO of your business, really look at what you need to do for the next step, because we were in the moment, the daily grind, and whenever something puts the brakes on you, yeah, you'll have to for sure.
Yeah, well, any other stories about making your business better?
I think we had to do that a lot. I had to do that a lot because every week I had to do that because COVID, I would lose patients too every week. And so the business runs on patients coming, and so you're like, wait a minute, I want them healthier, but I also need to run a business on the other side to say, well, what else can I provide? So I think we are now strategizing to think more prevention than we are reaction, so we're not just, okay, we're going to get sick and then we're going to get better. No, we're going to try to not get sick, and so now the whole healthcare on the pharmacy side now is all about prevention and treatment, and treatment's always been there, but prevention is something that we focus on a lot more, and we're focused on natural medicine more. And so that is what we're more focused on now, to see where we can take our business that route.
Matt, how about you?
This year has definitely taught me a lot and forced me to evaluate a lot. my wife and I had just bought the business February of 2020, February of last year, and it was a month later that everything was shut down. So naturally, we went into panic mode, survival mode, a million different ideas, a million different problems all at the same time. And I've always been the type of cook, chef, where I always want to be in the kitchen with my hands in the food. And the business in many ways was built around me preparing the food. And I was working 14, 16 hours a week, nonstop, plus the stress of COVID and everything going on. That about mid-April put me in the emergency room for just stress-induced pain and things like that. And it really forced me to put a pause on my work and the way that I worked, and make sure that I stepped back and that I was delegating, that I was using my staff, and that I was working smart and working on the business a little bit more. And that has been the biggest lesson for me personally. The safety of my staff, my community, my family has always been how we made our decisions, but thinking smart and working smart for myself, because that was just a hard lesson for me to learn. And so now that's been hugely beneficial for me to do exactly what you said, was stop and really go over my numbers and really think, well, what's the best thing for me to do? What's the most productive? What's the most profitable? And that's taken us many steps forward this year, and we're grateful for that.
So I think that's what great entrepreneurs do, is they take a really bad situation, in this case, a global pandemic, and say, how am I going to be better as a result of this horrible thing that's going on? And I'm hearing some just incredible stories from all of you all about how we're better. And so I think as we start to wrap up, I want to give Jessica the opportunity to answer this one first. What are you excited about as we move towards a new normal, as we start to break out of this pandemic-induced shell we've been in for a year? What are you excited about?
I am excited to see, like, even just being downtown and the weather is nicer and things are starting to open up and events are coming back, and you can just see kind of like the city bustling again almost, or starting to get there. And it's just nice that people are out and about and everything is alive, and everyone's happy and enjoying the warm weather and out supporting their community at restaurants and shops. And I think, during all of this, we had so much support from the community. It was hard being in clothing because there were no events. Everybody wants a nice new outfit to wear somewhere, and you're like, okay, what can we do? And so, I know with Natasha and all the other boutiques, but we went from leisure wear. So everybody was like, okay, let's do leisure wear. And the community supported us. They're like, we don't really need anything, but we're going to support you. We're going to buy a gift card, or we're going to buy this outfit, or even just one piece, whatever they could afford to help with. And then we went straight from that. Now we've added suiting into our store, rental suiting. So it's just kind of evolving over this whole year of what we see that we need to, present the community with or add to our business. And we've just seen so much support from the community, and I know that it's just going to continue as things start opening back up even more. And we're really excited for all of the events to come back, and everybody to feel like they have somewhere to go, and they can be with their neighbors, and they can be with their friends and family again. So it's just nice to see everything opening back up.
I'll tell you what, to wrap up, what I'm so excited about is to be here with all of you incredible small business owners and entrepreneurs who have decided to take this opportunity to be better, and to be better together, to serve our community with your passion, with what you do, whether it be food or clothing or pharmacies or media or farm produce or events. It all comes together to make our community better. And I'm so thankful that we have a chamber that gets that and supports that. And so I think as we move forward to this new normal, I'm emboldened in knowing that our business is going to be better forever. And it's because of the work that you all are doing to help our business be better, as much as it is us working on ourselves. So thank you all so much for being with us for this Rooster Booster, and I'll turn it back over to Candace.
Thank you. Thanks, Madison. And thanks to each of you for being here with us. As you all were talking just about the last year, I've thought about all of the proximity that we've each had with one another throughout that past year. And just on behalf of the team here, the staff here, and myself and the board, thank you all so much. You truly make my heart full knowing what each and every one of you do every day for our community and the struggles that you've had and the fact that you keep going and you keep smiling and you keep finding ways to be better. You make us want to be better every day. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Madison, a big special thank you to you and, of course, all of our panelists for the small business panel today. That was fascinating, informative, and we really appreciate you all being with us and sharing your stories from the last 14 months. Hey, we've made it to another office here at EM Ford. This is Michelle Love.
Hello.
Good morning. Okay, by the way, we've been in a lot of rooms at EM Ford today, but you have this geometric study in trapezoids and shapes, and you just didn't want a square office?
I'm not square. I don't want a square office. I have to stand out from all the men in the office. So.
Love it. So tell everybody watching what you do here at EM Ford.
Well, I am an insurance advisor, which is a fancy term for insurance agent. I have been for about 28 years, and I only work with commercial accounts. So, that's my specialty.
Well, that's appropriate for Rooster Booster. So there are tons of folks watching. How do they get a hold of you, Michelle?
Well, you can just go to our website and click on my picture, and you can email me there, or just call the office and you can find us. You know, our receptionist can reach us that way.
And my final question for you really has nothing to do with insurance. It has something to do with this random Werther original that's sitting alone inside a box. What on earth is that?
It's a little mint.
But it's alone. It's so lonely.
Well, I haven't been here much in the last year, so.
Well, I was like, does this have kind of a special significance? This one lone mint sitting in the crystal box?
No, it's just sitting there and waiting for somebody to come in and take it.
Well, it's so nice to meet you, and it's nice to see the building today. And Summer!
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, thanks for the tour today. I mean, this facility is amazing, and it's been really fun getting to know the staff and the folks here at EM Ford.
Thanks. Come back anytime. We're happy to have you, and thanks for letting us sponsor this May.
So, gang, that's a wrap on the May Rooster Booster. Can you believe it's May?
No.
I can't either.
2021 May.
I know. It's just, I mean, you think about the last 14 months. I mean, in so many ways, that time just dragged on because of what was going on or what has been going on. But in other ways, it just sped right by. Okay, so nice to meet you today. And nice to have you all with us. I'm going to give you the honors and saying goodbye to everybody and wrapping up our May Rooster Booster.
All right. From all of us at EM Ford, thank you, and we'll see you next month.